Question. Are you refusing to answer questions unless you read this entire document? Miss Shapiro. Objection! The witness. If you're going to ask me something about a document, I just want to be able to read it. By Miss Hudson. Go ahead, finish reading it. You've already read about half of it. You can finish. No, I hadn't. I would like to read it if you're going to ask me. I just want to understand what I'm responding to. Okay, let's go off the record. We're not going off the record. I'm taking a break. Yes, we are. We are not going off the record. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. It's not up to you. This is my deposition. We're going off the record. Mr. Bob, how much time is left? Dear Judge Lyman, on behalf of the plaintiff, Blake Lively, and pursuant to Rule 4B of Attachment A to Your Honor's individual rules and the court's suggestion as the December 9, 2020 Post-Discovery Conference, we write to respectfully request a brief extension of the deadlines to move continued sealing and to oppose continued sealing of documents filed under seal in connection with Ms. Lively's motion for spoliation sanctions. Ms. Lively and Mr. Reynolds, the Lively parties, motions for sanction pursuant to Rule 11 and defendants and third-party plaintiffs' motion for summary judgment. Unless extended the deadline to file motions for continued sealing December 19, 2025, and the deadlines to approve such motion is January 9, 2025. Given the volume of evidence submitted in connection with the motions, the parties have met and conferred and have agreed to a streamlined process to submit sealing requests for the court, which will enable a more efficient review and promote judicial economy. Specifically, the parties have agreed to jointly submit a chart that will detail each proposed redaction. The proponent for that redaction, the proponent's stated basis for sealing, and whether any other party opposes the redaction and on what ground. To enable that process, the parties have also reached a preliminary agreement to extend the schedule for briefing motions for continued sealing, but have been unable to agree on an appropriate extended schedule. Ms. Lively's counsel has engaged in extensive discussions with third parties to address their ongoing requests for sealing certain documents. Ms. Lively respectfully requests that the court extend the sealing deadlines as follows: December 29, 2025, January 6, 2026, and January 13, 2026. Ms. Lively submits the good cause exists to grant the request extension. The extension will allow the parties additional time to confer and finalize their joint submissions, as well as continue discussions with third parties to reduce the number of sealing requests presented to the court. While these efforts are already underway, the parties, and particularly the third parties, would benefit from additional time given the upcoming holidays and related travel obligations. The parties have previously requested and received an extension of the deadlines. However, Ms. Lively submits that the proposed amended deadlines will not materially impact the case schedule. If granted, the extensions would extend the opposition deadline by only 2 business days. The date of the parties' next scheduled appearance before the court is January 22nd, 2026. Respectfully submitted, Ezra A. Hudson. Dear Judge Lyman, on behalf of the plaintiff, Blake Lively, and pursuant to Rule 4B of Attachment A to Your Honor's individual rules and the court's suggestion as the December 9, 2020 Post-Discovery Conference, we write to respectfully request.
Mr. Bach. Okay. As I have been saying, after we made clear that we are concerned about the breaks, we're concerned about the witness being tired. The next line of questioning had nothing to do with the case, but simply had to do with the client and his lawyer and trying to drive a wedge. And now the questioning lawyer wants to take yet another break. It is clear from the content of her questioning that she's no longer focused on the merits of this case and that she's conducted her substantive questioning. I don't see another need for a break. I don't need a break. I think the deposition is practically over. The client is tired and has to go tomorrow. I think this is abusive. I think it's unnecessary, and I object.